and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pam and I am a beauty expert. I worked at MAC for many years, I freelanced, I had a business, I grew a team, I taught clients, and now I'm here to teach you. What I'm going to do is walk you through how to get this makeup look. I wanted to create a look that was easy to do on pretty much anyone with brushes and makeup that you probably already have in your collection. I also wanted to do a look with no eyeliner just because sometimes I feel like eyeliner just is kind of a cop-out. It makes you not have to blend as much and not have to really like get creative with your makeup because you can just slap eyeliner and lashes on. And we wanted to dive deep today. We wanted to get to a look where you didn't have to use eyeliner, and I also wanted to create a look that maybe you didn't have to really coordinate with your outfit. Okay, so to start off on the eye, we're going to take our P. Louise base, and this is in color Rumor, and I'm just going to take a little brush and buff that into the eyelid. I've done a similar concept with concealers, but I just prefer the P. Louise base. Now what we're going to do is take this Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of this orange color, mix in with a little bit of the tan, and we are just going to start to create that crease. So I tilt my head back and I kind of just see where the eye bends and then start to blend in right there. Alright, with the same brush, just using the tip of it, I'm going to go in with this orange color right here. It's just a little bit deeper and a little bit more pigmented, and I'm just going to start to reinforce that crease. I'm not going to take it as high and as far out as I did the first crease color, so I'm just going to start to bring it back down into the crease. Now we're getting really focused and zeroed in on that crease. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with a more detailed brush, and just any dark brown you have, make sure that the brush is flat. We're going to start to carve out this outer V area right here. So you're just going to literally draw a V like in the shape of a wing, and then bring it into the crease just like that. And it looks very drawn on and very crazy at first, but we're going to blend that out and make it look more organic. Right, now I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush and just taking any like soft transition color that I have, and I'm just going to start to blend out that outer edge because I don't want a harsh line there. Alright, so now back with our little P. Louise base. I'm just going to kind of use this to make a nice little sticky base for the nude shade that's going to go onto the inner 1/3 of the eye. Just kind of feathering that out. And I'm having it stop about right midline through the eye. Alright, so now with a flat brush, I'm going to go in with this nude color right here, and I'm just going to pack that on to that sticky P. Louise base right there. And just take your time doing this part. This is really important to make sure that you pack it so that it's completely opaque and that you don't see skin or any other colors through this front portion right here. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush, and then with a transition color like this, I'm just going to pat that over where those two colors meet. Alright, so that same brush that I used to build out the crease with, I'm just going to take this brush right here and then start to slowly pack that in this outer area, because I just want to add a little more depth and dimension. Alright, now back with my fluffy brush and just kind of fluff over that area really lightly just to diffuse the edges. Alright, super easy, super quick. So I'm just going to grab my fluffy brush. I'm going to blend out this front section because I don't want like obvious breaks in where that nude color stops and then my other transition color starts. I'm just blending that out. Ardell drugstore wispies are just like the way for me. I love them. They make my whole day to pop on a pair. So pretty. Alright, so now let's get to the bottom of the eye. All I'm going to do is just take a brush with a little bit of the P. Louise base on it, and I'm just going to run it underneath my lash line. And that's just going to kind of create a little base for our eyeshadow underneath there. Let's go in with the flat brush. Let me grab this warm color right here, which is from a Juvia's Place palette. And let's just like run that underneath the eye and start to build it out. Alright, let's go in with that brown now. Lastly, let's take a little bit of that black. We're just going to like run that along this outer edge. Okay, so for the face, I'm going to go in with my Cover FX foundation. This is in color G+60. Just going to pop that onto a buffing brush and buff that into the skin. I think if I had to choose between sponges and brushes, brushes for foundation, sponges for powders and concealers. To bring some life and warmth back to the face, I'm going to go in with my Fenty concealer. Same brush, I'm just going to buff that into the skin. This concealer genuinely looks like skin. It has the prettiest finish. I was skeptical to try it. Whenever famous people and like celebrities launch makeup lines, I'm always like, But I tried this and I was like, wow, I am blown away. I really am. It's so good. Alright, so to highlight, let's go in with my Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. This is in color Chiffon. It's got a very yellow base to it, but I love it just for brightening, so I'm just going to tack a little bit of that on there, and then down the center, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit on the outer edges. Just closer to that eye area, I'm just going to go in with this tiny little sponge and pat that in there. And to set the face, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty powder, and this is in the Pound Cake powder, and this is in color Banana Bread. So I'm going to go in with this sponge. I get asked about the sponge quite a bit on my Instagram stories. I do makeup on there quite a bit, and every time I use the sponge, like, it does not matter how many times I featured it, everyone's like, what sponge is that? And it's because it's so big. And I bought it because I wanted to try to find a dupe for the Elsie sponge. And then I couldn't order the Elsie sponge because it's constantly sold out. So here we are. But I love it. And this powder smells like roses. It smells very expensive. Very like hoity-toity. And I love it. With some NC55 powder from MAC. It's a Studio Fix powder, and clearly need to buy another one. Just going to pat that into the contour and start to build it up. And then I'm going to go in with NW45 and then just add that on over it with the fluffier brush. So we've got the face on. Now I'm just going to go in with my Makeup Forever pencil in Limitless Brown. And I decided to go with brown instead of black because I just do not want that under eye area to start to get too dark. And I'm going to dust off the spake. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the J-Cat Beauty highlighter in the color Moonlight. This is a drugstore highlighter and I'm pretty impressed with it. So I'm going to put it on dry, and then at the end I might add a little bit of like hydration and spray and use it wet, but for now we're just going to go in with it dry. Maybe I don't want a blinding highlight today. So I'm going to take that on a tiny little brush and then pop that in the inner corner. And I feel like that just really brings the look together. Now I look like I shop at Whole Foods. Like before I was like kind of, I went there, I got coffee from there, but now it's like I get all my groceries from there. This highlighter makes me look fancy. Alright, so now let's go in with a blush. I'm going to go in, I use eyeshadows as blushes, you guys. If you're new here, like, I don't buy additional products that I think I can find in my makeup kit. So I'm just going to go with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to mix Venetian Red and Red Ochre. I'm just going to tap these out and start to pat that on. Yep. Alright, let's go in with the NYX Suede Liner in Whipped Caviar. What a pretty color and magical formula. I love these liners. Let's go over the edge of that with a Rimmel color. This is in the color Wine. Safe to say I'm hating the way that looks. Alright, let's go in with the NYX color in just straight up a brown. They put zero thought into naming that, and honestly, I appreciate it. It's fine. Okay, back on track. It's looking more nude, nudish pink, and then less Valentine's pink. Okay, and over that I'm just going to go in with my NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. If you don't have this in your makeup collection, like, what are you doing? Go get it. It'll make you happy. It's the best color. Let's spritz the face. Let's zoom out. Let's see what we can add, correct, adjust, you know. Okay, there we go. Romantic, beautiful, simple, soft, smoky cat eye, no eyeliner, easy to wear lashes. This look will literally go with anything that you wear for prom, for a night out, for a bridesmaid. If you're going to a wedding, you have no idea what you want to wear, but you know you want to get your makeup done first, this is the look for you. It's all neutrals. It's for the most part matte with the exception of the inner corner highlight, and it is timeless. If you liked what you saw, definitely subscribe. It would mean the world to me to be able to build a community here on YouTube and Instagram where I get to teach makeup. I love teaching it. I love showing you step by step. I love breaking it down, giving you my thoughts on things, and just making your world a more beautiful place. If you have any questions, of course, leave them below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.